Welcome back to Watson Park for the third of the games in the three-team tournament here. 90 minutes live with Peter Hill for you. It's Ware against Chesham United. Game has just kicked off. We're kicking from right to left against Chesham, who are fielding a completely different 11 to the one that left the field about 10 minutes ago, having beaten Royston 1-0 with a goal from Bradley Clayton. Before that, it was Ware 0, Royston 2. So the home side looking to get themselves off the mark here in this three-team tournament. Can go through the two teams for you in a moment. But the ball at the moment out on the far side with Lewis Rose for Ware. As Harry Watkins tries to get the ball inside the centre circle, but Chesham will come back with it as Lewis Rose goes in. A really hefty challenge from Lewis Rose on Carl Oloyede on that far side. Ben Hart finds Finley Titchmarsh, and his attempted cross bounces off the back of Sam Jenkins and goes out. But Harry Watkins has it for Ware, finds Hart again on that far side. Hart against Sam Jenkins, managed to get the ball across, but Mark Kirby clears it out from the edge of his 18-yard area. William Stankwell in possession for Ware, midway inside his own half, brings in Danny Wickenden, finds Jordan Westcott. Westcott on that far side for Finley Titchmarsh. Titchmarsh moves inside his man, puts the ball across the box, but in the end it's the trialist goalkeeper who manages to collect the ball for Chesham United. Just completing my list of players here. We're a bit late in getting the two lineups, so if you bear with me just a second as the ball goes out on this near side. Right, I think I've pieced it all together and give you the Ware lineup. Ethan Gannon in goal, across the back four, Finley Titchmarsh at right back, Lewis Rose and Gareth Madden in the middle, William Stankwell at left back, two wide players, Ben Hart on the right, Reece Crowther on the left. In central midfield, Jordan Westcott and Danny Wickenden, and Harry Watkins playing just behind Andre McCollin up front. Titchmarsh with the ball finds Jordan Westcott. Westcott on that far side for Ben Hart. Titchmarsh gets it back. Westcott to his left-hand side looking for Gareth Madden. Madden, who's immediately put under pressure by Oloyede, but the ball bounds back to the goalkeeper, the young teenage goalkeeper Ethan Gannon. But Chesham now in possession on that far side with the flame-haired fullback Sam Jenkins. Jenkins pulls it inside for Mark Kirby. Got another trialist playing on the left-hand side and of the defence. Here's Reece Crowther. But trialist wearing 5 puts it back to another trialist goalkeeper. So their lineup is trialist in goal, Sam Jenkins, Lewis Rolfe, Mark Kirby, another trialist at centre back, Tosh Gallimore, Dave Pearce, Durnell Winter, Adam Martin, Zach Joseph and Carl Oloyede. There's the lineup for Chesham United. Here's Oloyede in possession, pushes it back onto the halfway line for Adam Martin. And Mark Kirby will thread it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Puts the ball out as I'm being hassled by another wasp. That's been a real problem here at Watson Park this afternoon. Weather is overcast and we have had sunshine. At the moment the sunshine's gone away. We're in possession with Harry Watkins. Watkins on this near side brings in William Stankwell. Stankwell down the line for young Reece Crowther, being given an outing by the manager Paul Halsey, who's in the away dugout. I just had to do a double take here because in terms of the three-team tournament, Chesham are the home side in this particular one. And Paul Halsey and Michael Bardler are away to the right-hand side, which a little bit unusual. Titchmarsh's long ball forwards. Harry Watkins is approaching it, but Chesham managed to get it clear to Durnell Winter on the far side. Titchmarsh in very quickly. Winter turns away from him though, but Lewis Rose will get it for Jordan Westcott. Westcott's ball forward is a lax one. Chesham will get it back, and Durnell Winter is offside on that far side. Kyle Olajoy and Winter were approaching play on that far side. I'm not quite sure actually if Olayede would have been offside, but anyway, the referee's given the free kick, and Lewis Rose will take it for Ware. Reece Crowder in acres of space on this left hand side, but Lewis Rose has decided to play it cross field to William Stanqua, out to Crowder. Crowder just under pressure on this near side, turns well and finds William Stanqua. For Harry Watkins, long ball, finds Ben Hart on that far side. Hart's control is poor though, which allowed Sam Jenkins to get the ball away and back to the goalkeeper. Right-footed downfield, but no one at home for that one, and Lewis Rose can watch it go harmlessly enough out of play. Third pre-season game for Chesham, 3-2 defeat at Kings Langley, and then a 2-0 win at Uxbridge in the week. One of those goals scored by Brad Clayton, who scored the goal in a previous match that beat Royston here. Former Brentford player. Jordan Westcott, former Cheshunt player, picks the ball up and finds Gareth Madden. Madden on this near side for William Stanqua. Looking for some movement, finds Westcott. Westcott down the looking for Andre McCollin, but that one's sorted out fairly comfortably, and Pearce will bring in Mark Kirby. Kirby across the halfway line for Zach Joseph. On this near side of the field for Lewis Rolfe. Down the line it goes for Olajede. Pulls the ball inside. Chesham could be in business here. Coming forward, ball goes across. Durnell Winter sets up Joseph, but his shot is all the way along the ground and straight into the arms of Ethan Gannon. He bowls it out to Lewis Rose on the far side. Westcott picks the ball up. Westcott plays it all the way back to the young goalkeeper. On this near side, he bounces the ball off of the back of Gareth Madden, and in the end he's not too sure what to do with it, but Westcott gives him an out, and Madden has it now right hand side of the Ware box and coming forward. Brings in William Stanqua. Stanqua going back for Gareth Madden. Madden, long ball forward, and Andre McCollin getting on the end of it. McCollin does well, tussling away, and McCollin in the end wins himself a free kick. McCollin's getting just a little bit hot under the collar with Adam Martin, but Ware will have themselves a free kick about 10 yards inside the Chesham half, left hand side of the field, about 10 yards and advancing with Harry Watkins as he rolls the ball another circumferences forward. Lewis Rose has come up from the back. Gareth Madden going to join him on that far side as well. Westcott's in the area, as is McCollin. Free kick taken by Harry Watkins to the far side. It's Ben Hart who's there first, and the ball will bounce off the back of Jenkins and go out for a corner to Ware. The corner's going to be taken by Harry Watkins, wearing the number 10 shirt. Lewis Rose and Gareth Madden have both come up from the back, and Chesham have pulled everybody back inside their own 18-yard box. So Watkins it will be, and will take this one. Crowther's come short, but I don't think he's going to use him. And Watkins again will drive it across, looking for Madden, but it's headed out fairly comfortably. But Titchmarsh will put it back to William Stanqua inside the Chesham part of the centre circle. Ben Hart's cross is headed up in the air on this near side by Rolfe, and Ware managed to get it back with Wickenden. Wickenden finds Reece Crowder. Crowder on this near side, trying to go round his man, and does well. Crowder's still there. Crowder going down the line, and finally it takes Lewis Rose slid clearance to take it out for a throw-in to, is it the away side or the home side? Don't quite know where the management teams have set themselves up. But Harry Watkins has it for the team in blue and white. Watkins, long ball to the far side, brings in Finley Titchmarsh, former Barnet trainee. Titchmarsh for Ben Hart. His ball is a poor one though, and it's fairly easily sorted out by Tosh Giddimore. But on the edge of the area, Chesham get themselves in trouble as McCollin can't get hold of the ball, and Zach Joseph finally allows the ball to be cleared, only to Titchmarsh on the halfway line. Finds Ben Hart on that right hand side of the field. Hart, who was here 2 seasons ago. Watson Park playing for Ware. That's a poor ball by Lewis Rose. Mark Kirby snatches upon it, but Rose and Kirby meet. And if you know those two, that's irresistible force and immovable object. In the end, the ball ricochets back to the goalkeeper, and that little passage of play comes to nothing. So, a trialist who makes plenty of appearances this season, of course. 2 in this Chesham lineup, as Lewis Rose will collect the ball on the edge of his area, and in the end he's just given it away to Pearce. But Chesham back with it. Ball comes across from Adam Martin, but William Stanqua does well to sort it out, or does he? Giving it away to Darnell Winter, and good save by Ethan Gannon, with the shot coming in from Ollie Idy. And Ware almost the architects of their own downfall there, and the young goalkeeper gone out of trouble. Far side of the field, Joseph puts the ball forward for Darnell Winter. Joseph gets it back again on the edge of the area. Zach Joseph. Ollie Idy, who's played a fair part in the opening period of this one. 45 minutes, of course, will be all you get in this 3-team tournament. Jenkins has it on the far side, puts the ball through. Joseph's not offside, and in the box here to put the ball in the back of the net is Dave Pearce. And Ware once again, offside trap. Well, there wasn't an offside trap because it went missing, and in the end it was the easiest of jobs to pull the ball across. And rather like in the first game, Scott Bridges slid one in for Royston. It was Dave Pearce who slid the ball out for Chesham to give them a 1-goal advantage, and obviously put them in the box seat with this 3-team tournament as well. They beat Royston in the first one. Royston beat Ware. In theory, all they need is a point to take away the spoils here. Well, it's really all about the victory. Don't even know if there's a trophy, but Chesham coming forward again with Adam Martin. Far side for Darnell Winter. Winter puts it inside for Martin, but Harry Watkins was astute to that. Wins the ball back for Ware. Forward looking for McCollin. Mark Kirby goes to ground. McCollin comes away with the ball, but in the end just gets crowded out. And Chesham back in possession. The trialist centre half. This time Pearce's control lets him down, and Ware get the ball back with Danny Hart. Westcott finds Wickenden. Wickenden to Hart again, but Ben Hart can't control it, and it goes out for a throw-in to Chesham. Such are the spoils for football commentators in pre-season friendlies. I tell you, there's 3 players out there for Chesham United that have not got a number on the back of their shirts, which makes commentary just a little bit interesting, as you can imagine. But we certainly know one of them is Sam Jenkins, because you can tell by his flame hair as he takes the throw-in on that far side of the field. The referee is just over with Harry Watkins, sending him back towards the bench, so not quite sure what this is all about. Paul Halsey comes out, and he obviously needs to put some shin pads in, I think, is the answer to that one. So Chesham will come forward on this near side, but Lewis Rolfe turns the ball back to the trialist centre half. He finds the immensely experienced Mark Kirby. Was at Haringey Borough, but then over 300 games for Enfield Town. As Kirby chips it to his right hand side for the trialist centre back with the pink boots. Long ball forward, look for Darnell Winter, who got away on that far side. Friendly Titchmarsh is the defender, and Titchmarsh manages to win a free kick for Ware. Harry Watkins is about to come back on for Ware. It's an interesting one. I'm looking at Reece Crowther there. I'm trying to find some shin pads there, but obviously the referee hasn't spotted that one. As Harry Watkins comes back out wearing the 10 for Ware. Lewis Rose will take the free kick from parallel to the edge of his own 18-yard area, far side. Long, high ball. Kirby was going to be the first one to meet that. Puts it down the line to Darnell Winter. Talking of Enfield Town connections, he used to play for them as well, didn't he? For his time at Potter's Bar, which then brought him to Chesham. As Finley Titchmarsh will take the throw in for Ware. Titchmarsh, who played 9 games for Staines last season in Izmir League Division 1 South Central. Gannon clears on this near side, looking for Reece Crowther, can only head it on, and McCollin caught rather on his heels. William Stanquist should have cleared that, but doesn't, lets it go under his foot. Olabeji pierces ball on the far side. Titchmarsh meets it, and Westcott should clear for Ware. Watkins for Wickenden. That's a good ball. Picks out Reece Crowther on this left-hand side. Crowther going into the box. Crowther puts it across, but just too far in front of Andre McCollin. He couldn't get a touch. And chance goes begging as far as Ware are concerned. I'd say it was a peach of a ball from Danny Wickenden, it's got to be said. Got Crowther away down this left-hand side. Wickenden, who was almost ever present for Chalfont St Peter in Division 1 South Central last season. So he's plenty of experience. He's certainly a diminutive player. He's got very quick feet. And has been shown by that ball to Reece Crowther. Not bad distribution as well. I think he is certainly going to play a part for Ware in the coming season. Long ball forward. Olajai had come into deep position, and Olajai wins the free kick for Chesham. Mark Kirby in possession. Kirby finds Rolfe to the big trialist number 5, who's getting plenty of the ball. Kirby gets it again for Jenkins on that far side. Jenkins for Mark Kirby. Kirby all the way back to the second trialist in this Chesham side, the goalkeeper. Chesham playing some controlled football here. Mark Kirby looking for Darnell Winter. Titchmarsh is in the way. Wickenden doesn't control it, gives it back to Zach Joseph. Joseph turns right, turns left, and then finds Pearce, the goal scorer. And this side brings in Rolfe onto the halfway line for Chesham's trialist. Forward, but gives it away to Westcott. And McCollin can't get on the end of it, and in the end Adam Martin puts it all the way back to the goalkeeper, who's put under pressure by Reece Crowther. Long kick forward onto the head of Lewis Rose. Wickenden's lost it again. This time it's Pearce who will come forward. Pearce turns to the left of Wickenden for Joseph, and couldn't get Darnell Winter in. And Gannon comes out and collects for Ware, and then promptly throws the ball straight to a Chesham player. Joseph on the edge of the area chips it forward, and Gannon will collect, and his distribution is much better this time as he finds William Stanquist down the left-hand side, midway inside his own half. Stanquist puts the brakes on, finds Jordan Westcott. Westcott under pressure as well to break away from 2 players. On this near side, though, can't bring in Crowther. Up goes Madden, and Lewis Rose will complete the clearance for Ware to Mark Kirby. Kirby brings the ball down, looks for some options, and gets one from Lewis Rolfe. Rolfe finds the trialist up on this side of the field. A good rod, and Gannon's going to have to come out and be astute here, and he was, because Nathan Gannon coming out and collecting the ball well. William Stanquist's ball forward catches Andre McCollin on his toes, and Kirby has the easiest of jobs to head it back to the goalkeeper, who finds Jenkins, Sam Jenkins, on that far side of the field. Just joined us here, 90 Minutes Live, in association with East Hearts Radio and the Universal Signs, with me, Pete Hill. 3-team tournament at Watson Park. Started off with a 2-0 win for Royston against Ware, and then a 1-0 win for Chesham against Royston Town, and Chesham leading Ware here by 1-0. A goal scored by Dave Pearce. So the hometown side yet to register. They are separated, of course, by one step on Football League's pyramid ladder. Both these two teams play their football, Royston and Chesham, at step 3, where at step 4 are hoping to progress as Crowder will put the ball back for Gareth Madden. Madden for Westcott. Oh, he's given the ball away cheaply to Joseph. Joseph will set Olajayi in, and he puts the ball in the back of the net. Carl Olajayi makes it 2-0, and you just cannot make those kind of mistakes. Westcott gave it away cheaply to Zach Joseph, and it was the easiest of jobs for the big number 11 to turn the ball in past the unprotected Ethan Gannon. So Ware, as they had in the first match, find themselves 2-0 down here to their opponents, and right they were in the first match. They were architects of their own downfall there, because Westcott's lax pass, and I'm sure we're talking to Paul Halsey tomorrow night, so we're talking to Paul Halsey, Monday night on 90 Minutes. Tune into our Spreaker feed for that. 90 minutes of local sport with myself and Simon Alamandi, and our guest will be Paul Halsey, and he will tell you that you cannot afford to make mistakes against opponents from one level up, because you will get punished, and Ware have been, and they may get punished again here as William Thankwood's given the ball away to Joseph. Willie ID far side for Darnell Winter, who stumbles rather, and Titchmarsh does well to get a boot in, but still wrestling for it, and Titchmarsh comes away with the ball. He did well there, did the right back. Titchmarsh still going, looks for McCollin. McCollin's offside though, and it will come to nothing as far as Ware are concerned. I think Mark Kirby got a bang there. Well, you don't want one. I think it's all I can describe. It's not the best of places. We're about to bring a substitute on here, I think, with a 12 on. I've got a feeling it's Fraser John, but I will stand to be corrected on that one. But it looks like Williams Dankwer who's going to come off, and substitute is about to come on. So Williams Dankwer is having a rest because he did play the first game. He's the only one out there who took part in the first match, and so where substitute will come on well, he's going to go over to the right hand side, which means it is Fraser John who's going to come on and go up front with Andre McCollin by the look of it, as on the halfway line Mark Kirby will collect the ball. Kirby plays the ball back to his goalkeeper. Long kick forward. Titchmarsh is the only defender at home, and will collect it right hand side of his box. Looks for a little bit of movement in front of him. Harry Watkins provides it, finds Ben Hart on the far side, back to Titchmarsh. Titchmarsh gets it again from Harry Watkins, back for Lewis Rose. Lewis Rose looking for an option, gets in Gareth Madden. Madden's ball on the far side for Titchmarsh. His ball forward though is a lax one. Westcott can't collect it, and Jenkins has got it back for Chesham. Jenkins turns inside Ben Hart and forward and sends Pearce going, but linesman's flag goes up for offside. A few oohs and ahs in front of me might have suggested that it wasn't. But Wellington City have gone 1-0 up against Walthamstow, I can tell you. 32 minutes gone in that one. Nicky Ironton, who made 4 signings and brought back a familiar face yesterday in League Close. And Welwyn Garden City's under 23s were in action up the road a little bit earlier. Buntingford Town, they ended 3-3. As, they've had a good record, Welwyn Gardens. They've certainly been involved in some goals. There's no doubt about that. As McCollin pushes the ball through, and the goalkeeper will pick it up and bowling out on this near side to Lewis Rolfe. Lewis Rolfe pushes the ball back to the trialist centre back, who does well to get the ball under pressure. And on the far side, Jenkins will bring it across the halfway line and further forward for Durnhill Winter. Winter running to the edge of the box. Got Titchmarsh and Westcott in front of him. Tries a shot. Good save by Ethan Gannon diving to his right. Titchmarsh picks up the goalkeeper's rollout and then finds Westcott. Westcott tries to chip it forward, but again he finds Chesham body in the way in the form of Adam Martin. Titchmarsh will take the throw in. McCollin Carway just nips it away from Jenkins. Fraser John trying to get involved in the action, but it's Pearce will pick it up for Chesham. Busy character. Plays it out on this near side for Rolfe. Pearce gets it back. Pearce to the edge of the area. Chesham with some controlled possession. Triless centre half. Ball finds its way to Adam Martin. Jenkins has got it on that far side, midway inside the Ware half. Martin gets it back, finds Pearce. Back to Jenkins. Little trio between the three. Durnhill Winter gets involved in the action on that far side of the field. Jenkins puts it back to Martin, who has to go all the way back to square one to his goalkeeper. Long kick forward, but it's going to land on the head of Wickenden, who heads it towards the halfway line. Up in the air, and Rolfe gets it down for Chesham, but in the end it's Ware who sorted out. Titchmarsh's ball forward is a good one, finds McCollin inside the centre circle, turns and sends John on the run, but goalkeeper comes out and collects it fairly comfortably. And Jenkins in possession again for Chesham United. Turns it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Bright sunshine now at Watson Park. That's the way the day started. Early start was 1 o'clock, and still can't get used to that. But can't get used to 45-minute games either, to be fair. But here's Wickenden for Ware. Pushes it forward, and McCollin's not offside. McCollin left-hand edge of the box, but can't get it over. But he can win Ware a corner. So Chesham players were looking questioningly at the linesman on the far side, but didn't put his flag up, and so Ware got a corner. Madden and Lewis Rose making their way up from the back. Once again, Chesham have balled everybody back for the delivery of the dead ball situation. It's going to be Harry Watkins who is going to provide the corner on this near side of the field. Players waiting, bit of movement in the box. Croucher's come short again to the near post, but McCollin can't collect it. The trialist centre half has taken a real bang, and the referee stops as Pearce breaks on the halfway line for Chesham. Went in with Andre McCollin, and certainly felt that one. He certainly took a knock. Goalkeeper signalling he got a thump on the ankle. McCollin was going for it in the near post, and the centre back got in the way, and it's come off worse for Ware here. It's going to need a little bit of treatment from the physio. Chance for players to take on a little bit of fluid, and maybe in Ware's case a chance to regroup and just get a little bit of word from their manager. They're up against two very good step 3 opponents, just not ordinary ones, because both of these sides could actually have been at step 2 when you looked at where they were in the league table when the season was prematurely brought to a close. I can tell you Walthamstow have equalised. Sam Jeremiah is brought down in the box. John Clements converting from the penalty spot for Walthamstow. So 1-1 there against Welwyn Garden City. Welwyn Garden City were in action last week against Royston Town. We heard that on 90 Minutes Live. They're going to be in action also on the 5th of September, which is going to be an interesting one. A little bit of a local tear-up at the park, Hardinford Park. Hertford against Welwyn Garden City is scheduled, so look forward to that one. That'll be on 90 Minutes Live. This time next week, 90 Minutes Live will be here in the very same seats at Watson Park, because Ware have got another friendly, this time against AFC Dunstable. Game has restarted, and glad to say that the Chesham trialist is back in working order. and they're in possession with Jenkins on that far side of the field. Threads it down the line to Darnell Winter. Jenkins gets the ball back. Long ball forward and pierces through here, but Gannon read it well and came out and collected it fairly comfortably in the end. Titchmarsh back for Lewis Rose. Lewis chips it towards our halfway line for McCollin, whose poor control gives it away to Zach Joseph. Kirby far side for Darnell Winter. Winter turns inside and gives the ball to big Carl Olayide, who got the second of the 2 goals. Dave Pearce got the first one for Chesham United. And thanks to Chesham United Twitter for the plug, by the way, if you're listening in Chesham. Very good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us. 90 minutes live here in association with East Arts Radio as Ben Hart is beaten to the ball by Sam Jenkins. Jenkins coming forward, far side finds Winter. Olayide picks it up again on the halfway line and puts it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Game not picking up much momentum since that injury timeout, as it were. Goalkeeper chips it out on this near side. It's over Crowther's head, but Gareth Madden will get there, but all he can do is put the ball out for a throw-in to Chesham. James Duncan down there with Michael Murray shouting their instructions to the team. Remember to bear of them well in Potter's Bar's season. That they won he finished second rather in the Ismail League Division 1 North. Did a bit of coverage of that run, so familiar with James and Muzzer. Far side of the field, Sam Jenkins picks the ball up for Chesham. Jenkins will collect it again. Ben Hart is snapping at his ankles, and he finds the trialist centre back, who shows no ill signs from that injury. Good ball on this near side, bypass Crowther and put Olayide into play. Ball put across the box, the edge of the area in by Zach Joseph, but Pearce is offside, and it'll come to nothing. Pearce having an accusing look at the linesman, but I think the official got it just about right. Gareth Madden will leave it to his young goalkeeper Ethan Gannon. Gannon waves players forward and will take the kick from goal away to our right hand side. Gannon slips over in doing so. Jordan Westcott picks it up. Westcott turns, finds Crowther, and Crowther's brought down by the lunging leg of the number 5 trialist, and Ware will have themselves a free kick. It's lively, Reece Crowther, one of those out of the Ware youth team. They've got a good production line going. There's certainly a few behind, likes of Tom Shepherd, and who will perhaps fancy their chances of getting a little bit of first team action. Andrew Bennett as well, as Harry Watkins' free kick on the far side lands with Ben Hart, puts it across the box, in with McCollin. That's an excellent save to push it over the top for a corner. Andre McCollin thought he'd scored there, but the goalkeeper pushed it over. Good bit of goalkeeping. That would have impressed the watching management team on the bench if he's on trial. It's the first time he's really been called into any major form of action, and performed it well, did the goalkeeper. McCollin really got behind the header, and it did take a strong fist to turn it over the top of the crossbar. Corner to be taken by Harry Watkins on that far side. Watkins looking for Ben Hart, completely misses him, but it'll break to Wickenden. Wickenden's cross isn't a bad one, but McCollin can't get on the end of it, and in the end it goes over for a goal kick. Going to be a substitution here for Chesham. So it's going to be Rolfe who's going to come on, and Jenkins who is going to go off. So change for Chesham. Obligingly, he's got a number on his back, whereas Jenkins didn't have, so can only improve matters. So goal kick to be taken from the goal away to the left-hand side. Ball lands inside the Ware half. The fitter Lewis Rose finds Fraser John. Westcott inside again for John, who's brought down by Zach Joseph. Where we'll have a free kick. Harry Watkins, very much the dead ball architect. Tom Bruno was in the first game. Harry is in the second one. Madden and Lewis Rose have got up from the back again. Harry Watkins will take the kick, going for the far post. In comes Rose and Madden. Rose it is who controls it, but in the end he can't keep the ball in. And it goes harmlessly enough for a goal kick to Chesham United. So I make it we've got about 7 or 8 minutes remaining in this third game of 3 here at Watson Park in the 3-team tournament. Royston beat Ware 2-0 in the first one. Chesham beat Royston 1-0 in the second, and Chesham lead Ware 2-0 in the third here. Kick from the goal away to our left-hand side. Zach Joseph on the right-hand side of the box. Sternell Winter's there. Pearce is there as well. Side foot, Sternell Winter, and 3-0 for Chesham United. Easy as you like, as Ware caught out once again, and Sternell Winter provided the finish from the setter by Dave Pearce to make sure that Chesham take this 3-team tournament, having played twice, yet to concede a goal, and Ware, well, plenty for Paul Halsey to think about in their 2 performances here. 2-0 they went down to Royston Town, 3-0 now down to Chesham United. So we're going to restart, see if they can at least get a goal, as Westcott finds Finley Titchmarsh. Titchmarsh forward for McCollin for Westcott. Westcott turns around, Joseph finds Wickenden. Wickenden again, though, is beaten to it, although McCollin's won himself a free kick. So Ware will take the free kick about 35 yards out, right-hand side. Harry Watkins is going to spot the ball down for Paul Halsey's team. Watkins there with McCollin. Once again, Madden and Rose have come up from the back. They're not the biggest as far as aerial presence are concerned, Ware. But Watkins and McCollin having a little bit of a discussion on what they want to do with this one. Looks like it's going to be McCollin who's going to take it, chips it in. Madden can't get there because Mark Kirby beat him to the header. Zach Joseph will get it clear. Wickenden goes in, wins the ball back. Harry Watkins has got it for Ware. To the edge of the area for Westcott. Can't thread it through, but Titchmarsh will get it back. Titchmarsh searches out Ben Hart on that far side, but he's beaten to it by Sternell Winter, and Ware will get themselves a throw in, which Jordan Westcott will take. Westcott back for Finley Titchmarsh. Titchmarsh onto the left foot, brings in Reece Crowther on this near side. Crowther trying to go inside his man, but in the end he wins a throw in, which he will take. Westcott's come short, but Westcott wins the ball, but wins it unfairly, and so Chesham will have themselves a free kick on this near side of the field. Wind gets up just a little bit. It had settled down a bit during the middle game. It started blowing again a little bit here at Watson Park. Bright sunshine greeting us here on the days that the fans have been allowed back in, of course, and a few people have taken advantage of that. They're in the socially distant seats. Big header forward by Lewis Rose goes out of play for a throw in to Chesham. Chesham in their yellow and black strip, wearing familiar blue and white striped shirts and blue shorts. Onto the halfway line, the throw goes. Lewis Rose heads it down, but Zach Joseph helps it on. Pearce chases it to the edge of the area, but Gannon will come out and collect for Ware. Bowls it out to Wickenden. Wickenden for Finley Titchmarsh. Titchmarsh turns inside Pearce and puts it all the way back to Ethan Gannon. Gannon finds Titchmarsh again on that far side. Titchmarsh inside for Westcott. Westcott for Ben Hart. Ben Hart back to Titchmarsh. Titchmarsh deflects the ball off of Darnell Winter. Wins his side a throw-in to be taken on that far side of the field. Titchmarsh for Jordan Westcott. Westcott's got Adam Martin and Darnell Winter snapping at his ankles. Managed to evade both of them. Wickenden turns it on the far side, but in the end turns it out of play. And in fact, ball bounces off the roof of the low stand on the far side to give Chesham a throw-in. So Chesham, who was saying this will be their third, or if you count the Royston match as a full game, their fourth pre-season outing of a season that is due to start, we hope, in the 19th of September for a lot of clubs at these levels, but that remains to be seen as the ball's threaded out on this far side to Olayide. Try-list centre half now brings the ball inside for Adam Martin. Another bit of controlled possession for Chesham. Darnell Winter involved on that far side is Zach Joseph. Joseph's got on this near side of the field. Olayide has come out and play on the right wing at the moment. Ball put on the far side of the field for Lewis Rolfe. Coming forward is Adam Martin. Martin still going forward, puts it on this near side, and Ware undone again. They've managed to get players behind the ball now. Here's Dave Pearce. Will he try a shot from the edge of the area? No, he won't. Olayide has it. Ware got bodies back now. Opportunity was gone for Chesham. They've got to build again. Olayide with it. In fact, he builds all the way back into his own half with Mark Kirby. Kirby on that far side of the field finds Rolfe. Rolls it to this right-hand side for the try list on this near side. Besh still in possession with Adam Martin. Martin, far side of the field. The ball finds Rolfe. Rolfe chips it forward for Darnell Winter. Winter for Olayide. Olayide on this near side for Adam Martin. Looks to get it back, but he finds Pearce. Pearce, industrious as ever in midfield. Chesham with plenty of possession here, but Westcott manages to get a boot in, and in the end he feels he's fouled, but somehow on the ground manages to put it back to his goalkeeper Ethan Gannon. Jordan Westcott did well, as Gannon is about to... in fact, Marcus Milner's about to make another appearance for Ware, as wearing the number 10 shirt this time, as the ball threads out on this side to Rhys Crowther, who can't control it. Dave Pearce on this near side brings Zach Joseph. Paul Halsey having a little bit of dialogue with the referee about the possibility of bringing Milner on. But referee didn't seem to be too impressed, and Milner does now come on. Harry Watkins is the player who's come off. So I don't know whether that was an injury or what the problem was. I think Harry's putting an ice pack on his knee, so I suggest there's an injury involved there. As Marcus Milner will come on for the last couple of minutes for Ware. Corner on this near side goes over everybody, and in fact Adam Martin just about manages to keep it in under challenge from Lewis Rose. Martin turning again and manages to get round Rose, put the ball across the box, but Wickenden should clear for Ware and does. Long ball forward, Fraser John will chase it on against the trialist centre half, who returns it to the trialist goalkeeper. Puts it out to Lewis Rolfe on that far side of the field. Gillimore on this near side of the field for Chesham, for Dave Pearce. Pearce, again, some controlled possession. Zach Joseph, who's certainly played in that number 10 role, he's got on the back of his shirt. He's drifted in between the lines, and Ware have trouble picking him up for most of this one. As Rolfe has it on the far side, there's Darnell Winter with Titchmarsh again. It's been a decent battle between those two. Titchmarsh won out on that occasion. McCollin goes to ground under challenge from Mark Kirby. And Wickenden's very quick free kick brings in Rhys Crowther on this left-hand side. Crowther's got Olayide in front of him. He's now found Fraser John, but John can't out the ball along the line. and Chesham get it back pretty easily, and that's going to be the last action of the final match here in the three-team tournament at Wadson Park. It's ended Ware 0, Chesham United 3. Dave Pearce rolling in the first, Carl Oloyede scoring the second, and Dernil Winter the third, all from inside the penalty area as far as we're concerned. Architects of their own downfall, certainly on the first of those 3 goals. Plenty for Paul Halsey to think about then as we continue their pre-season build-up. The next pre-season game will be here next week, this time next week, when AFC Dunstable will be the visitors. But don't forget, Monday night, 90 minutes. Look at our Spreaker site for details, and look on Twitter. We'll have Paul Halsey, the Ware boss, as our guest, and we'll be talking all about this one and the one before against Royston Town as well. So to round off the day, first one finished Ware 0, Royston 2. In between it was Chesham 1, Royston 0, and it's just finished here, Ware 0, Chesham United 3. Thanks for your company. Good luck to you if you're listening for Chesham for the new season, and indeed to Royston Town. More live football will be coming, 90 minutes live this time next week. You can join me then, but until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for listening, and I'll leave you with the full-time score in the third game of Ware 0, Chesham United 3.